Hi everyone, my name is Dr. Lee and I come from Bukit Mertajam, which is the northern part of Peninsular Malaysia. And for now, I'm staying in Kluang, Johor. So welcome everyone, welcome to my presentation, to my video, which I'm doing it for Form 4, Form 5 or anyone. Students, Form 4, Form 5 students, for repeaters or for any adults or for anyone who would be sitting for SPM either this year, next year or in the future. So SPM Speaking Test is coming very soon, February. Now is February 2023 and I would like to share with you how to answer the questions and how to prepare for this speaking test, which constitutes 25% of the entire question paper. So looking at SPM English for myself, my personal opinion, I feel that the SPM English paper is very good. I would like to share my personal opinion on this paper, English paper, SPM. And I think the new format, 2021 format, is actually very well done. Very good, because it touches on every aspect of any language. Before this, students had oral, but the marks were not included into the exam proper. Whereas this time, you can see that it takes up 1/4 of the whole paper. And that is very good, because then it will motivate students to be good in every area, every aspect, reading, writing, listening and speaking. Just like the IELTS paper, the TOEFL paper, just like the MOET, whereby students have to be good in 4 areas. So SPM now, this 2021 format for this English speaking paper, English paper has been done very well. So it's very good if you are, if you have been categorized under this this latest format. I think you are very lucky, because you have a chance, to test yourself, to undergo the test and know for yourself which area you are really good in. I think it's, very good, very good. This time SPM has been done very well. So for the speaking paper, you know that you have 2 candidates, candidate A and candidate B, and you have one examiner whom we call interlocutor, who will actually conduct the speaking test, and there is another person, another examiner sitting right behind, who will be jotting down, taking down notes and giving you the marks. So all in all, you have 2 students, candidate A, candidate B versus 2 examiners. Usually we call them examiners, but in the exam proper, we call them interlocutor. So for part 1, we have 2 phases, phase 1 and phase 2. So I would like to share with you in my video how to answer the questions and how to prepare for this section. Now, for part 1, phase 1, usually they will ask 2 or 3 questions, and it's very normal. They will ask you, what's your name? It's very normal. So assuming the first question is, what's your name? Candidate will answer, and then the interlocutor will ask candidate B, and what's your name? Alright, so this answering of the questions is actually very straightforward. Normally, we will not say, for example, Cindy Tan, So what's your name? Cindy Tan. normally you are expected to answer in a complete sentence. So you may say, my name is Cindy Tan. And what's your name? When the interlocutor asks candidate B answers, my name is Rahim bin Abdullah. Or he can say, I am Rahim bin Abdullah. Okay? And then the interlocutor proceeds to ask, where do you live? So candidate A says, I live in Rawang, Selangor. And what about you? And then candidate B says, example, okay? I live in Taman Mutiara, Cyberjaya, for example. Now, it is very straightforward. One question, one answer. Very straightforward, simple. Perhaps you may decide to answer a little bit more. You may decide to say, I want to say something more. Can I do it? Can. You can. So you may say, my name is Cindy Tan, but all my friends call me Cindy. Okay? Or I am Lila Munyandi, but my family calls me La. You see, you can. Or you may say, my name is Rahima Muhammad, but you can call me Ima. But you can call me Ima. You see? You can extend from a simple sentence to a more complex one. It's okay. And where do you live? Of course, I live in Taman Intan, Kluang. Or you may say, I live in Taman Intan, which is a stone's throw away from my house. A stone's throw away means very near. Or you may say, I live in Taman Emas, which is directly behind my school. You can extend. Or you can simply say, I live in Taman Emas Kluang. It's alright. So it's up to you. Okay? How you would like to present your answers is not to say that you have to answer like this, but you can add a little bit more to the comma instead of a full stop. Phase 2 will be a bit longer, so maybe you can answer in 2 or 3 sentences. For example, what do you usually do on weekdays? Well, on weekdays, after waking up, I go to the bathroom, I bathe, I wash my face, I brush my teeth. Then I have my breakfast, which is prepared by my mother. After that, I go to school. You see? Or you can just directly say, after waking up, I change to my uniform, and after breakfast, I go to school and I return home from school at around 2 p.m. So usually I have tuition after school. It's also okay. Weekdays, Monday to Friday. Or in Johor, here in Johor, Sunday to Thursday. So, the things that you do. And then, of course, the other candidate will have to answer as well. So maybe candidate B, the examiner might change the question a little by saying, what do you usually do from Fridays to, from Sundays to Thursdays? And then she will have to answer, or he will have to answer. And then the second question may be, how do you spend your weekends? So on weekends, I usually do what? So on weekends, I usually stay at home, and I just help my parents to run errands or to do household chores, in addition to doing some revision. And for me, I have to attend piano classes during the weekends, or ballet classes. Or you may just say that I join my friends for a session of football during the evenings. Or you can just say, well, I have nothing much to do, so I stay at home during the weekends. And if my parents go out, I follow them and I go with them okay? And during weekends, we go marketing, especially with my mother. Don't say my mom and my dad. I prefer you to say my mother or my father. Be more formal, okay? What are the activities? Of course, the examiner or the interlocutor may ask candidate B again, okay? How about you? On Saturdays and Sundays, what do you usually do? Then candidate B will have to answer. And what are the activities you carry out during the school holidays? So during the school holidays, what do you do? So if I were a candidate, I would like to answer from the question. So like for example, what are the activities you carry out during the school holidays? So I will start from during the school holidays, and then I tell the examiner or the interlocutor my activities. So I may start with during the holidays. I usually go to my mother's shop to help her out. So she is selling stationery. So normally during the holidays, it is the time, or during the holidays, her business is rather good. So she needs an extra helper. So during the holidays, I usually go out to the shop with my mother and I help her there, or my father. Okay? Or I'm a very active person. So during the holidays, I attend many activities organized by my school club, because I join the Boy Scouts or the Girl Guides, and we have many activities during the school holidays. So I like to involve myself in the activities. For example, we go camping, we have meetings in school, we have training sessions on how to set up tents, and if you want to mention Red Crescent Society, maybe I learn how to do bandaging and first aid during the school holidays. So actually during the school holidays, I spend a lot of time in school, but then I don't study. I carry out activities for my club or in my club. Alright, and then of course candidate B will have to mention. So normally we are expected for phase 2 to answer in maybe 2 or 3 sentences, just a little bit longer than the first one. Okay, and after part 1, of course, the examiner or the interlocutor will proceed with part 2. Okay, so part 2, I will again release another video on how to prepare and how to answer for the part 2 of this speaking test. Now, how to prepare for part 1? Now, actually, part 1, you can see that the questions are very focused on you. So you have to think during your free time, just before your exam, you have to think of as many questions as possible, as many answers as you can about yourself, your environment, meaning to say the people around you, or your hometown, or your family, members of your family, anything and everything, like what I would say, personal particulars, name, where you live, your age, maybe occupation, hobbies, your favorite food, the things you like to do, and so on. Everything about you, your family, your school, your schoolmates, personal things about them. And then for this part, of course, activities that you carry out all the time, your routine, okay, things that you do all the time. So you have to sit down and think of all the things that you usually do, how to answer in a systematic way, and go to the website and see. Just type the word personal particulars. You'll see a lot of things. Or you can just type in Google about, for example, in the website about myself. Then you can write essays about myself. Just type that and it will come out. Then you can read how to write about myself. Of course, you're not going to write, you're going to speak, but at least the points are given to you. So all you have to do is to read. So in case the examiner asks you, how do you go to school? What is your favorite pastime? You can answer. Okay, so you can just type in Google questions about myself, or things about myself, things about my family, about my hometown, about my school, about my interests. Everything is about you, and you. Okay, you, your family, your environment, your hometown, the place you stay, your school, you know, things about you and your environment and the people around you. So mostly I would say that part 1 is focused on that area. Okay, things about, you know, to allow the interlocutor to know more about you. So it's all about you. Okay, so I hope you have a better picture, a clearer picture. Just go to the website and find out about you. Okay, of course the answers will be different because the examples given may be your this person's favorite food could be kiwi fruit, but your favorite food may be watermelon. That's all. And even if you get that, you take that answer directly, I'm sure it can be accepted. Okay, so I think that's the way to prepare for part 1. Okay, so till we meet again in part 2. Alright, just go ahead and visit my YouTube channel and you know, learn what you want to know concerning English. I have my own TikTok. These are my accounts, and you can, you know, learn about speaking. I focus on speaking in my TikTok, and of course you can WhatsApp to me if you want, but please do not phone, because sometimes I may be uploading videos, I may be, you know, I may be having presentations or even classes, so it's not so suitable to call me. But if you WhatsApp me, in my free time I will answer. Of course, I also have my own Facebook where I upload all my videos, but watching my YouTube should be fine. I upload, you know, a lot of things in my YouTube channel, so you can just you're welcome to watch. Okay, so thank you very much for watching, and I will meet you in part 2 very soon.